Hello, everyone. My name is Isaiah Coates, and today I'll be talking about a topic that's becoming increasingly important in the modern workplace: employee surveillance. As remote work grows, so does the use of monitoring tools. The challenge we face is finding the right balance between productivity and privacy. Nature of the issue. Let's start with the issue itself. Remote work has led to many companies to rely on tools like email tracking, keystroke logging, GPS monitoring, and even video feeds. Employers argue that these tools help ensure efficiency, but employees often feel like their privacy is being invaded. So the central tension is clear. How do we balance efficiency with respect respect for individual privacy? Relevant law. Legally, surveillance is not a free for all. The Electronic Communications Privacy Act, or the ECPA, sets boundaries. It generally prohibits interception of communications, but also allows monitoring if it serves a legitimate business purpose or if employees consent. On top of that, some states go further. For example, Connecticut requires written notice, and Delaware only requires explicit consent. So, while surveillance is legal, it's tightly regulated. Case examples. See how this plays out in real life. Let's take a look at a couple of cases. In Hoffman versus Los Angeles, 2025, the court had to weigh employee privacy against employer oversight. And in 2024, Apple faced a lawsuit over allegations of invasive monitoring practices. These cases show that when surveillance goes too far, it can spark legal battles and damage reputations. Employer arguments. From the employer's perspective, surveillance protects company assets, ensures productivity, and prevents misconduct. Legally, they often justify under the idea of acting in the ordinary course of boundaries or of business. In other words, they argue that it's necessary to keep operations running smoothly. Employee arguments. Employees, on the other hand, emphasize privacy, autonomy, and trust. They worry that constant monitoring can lower morale, discourage innovation, and create a culture of fear. After all, if you feel like someone's always watching, it's hard to do your best work. Analysis and best practices. So what's the key takeaway? Surveillance is legal, but it's risky if it's excessive. The best practices are straightforward and balanced. Notify employees clearly about what's being monitored, limit surveillance to legitimate business purposes, and most importantly, balance efficiency with respect for privacy. This approach not only complies with the law, but also builds trust between employers and employees. In conclusion, to wrap it up, surveillance isn't going anywhere anytime soon. But the key is balance. Employers who adopt transparent, limited monitoring policies will, with employees' consent, can protect their business interests while also respecting privacy. Managers who strike the balance avoid lawsuits, maintain morale, and foster trust. In the end, respecting both product productivity and privacy is just good ethics and good for business. Thank you for listening. I hope this presentation helps you think critically about how surveillance can be managed and managed responsibly in today's workplace. Thank you. And here's my reference page.